Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome back to the main gym here at Mount Carmel High School. As always, it's Matt Malloy and Marty Mann, senior broadcasters. Marty, I think lately there's kind of been this something in the air when you say Mount Carmel basketball. And it all started last Friday night when the guys headed up north to the South Loop to take on the Wolfpack from St. Ignatius. Marty, it doesn't matter the sport. St. Ignatius is one of those schools where when the Caravan take them on, it's a huge game, right? You're going to have a lot of fans there. You're going to have a lot of parents, students, right? There's going to be chants going both ways. And I don't know what it is, Marty, but, for our time here at Mount Carmel, there's been a few blowouts. Yeah. Most of them, though, in favor of St. Ignatius. We go back, we look at our freshman year, 2021 to 2022. Football, not so great. Honestly, big shutout, and then we take them on in basketball here at our own place, and we get blown out there too. Folks, Caravan won Friday night, 80 to 49. Huge win. 31-point win over a rival like that in a conference game. You got to take that. Marty, how do you put that into perspective regarding the big games we're going to have down the line and the big games we've already played previously?
Yeah, we put a lot of emphasis during some of these previous broadcasts about how when the month of January comes around, it's go time.
Yeah.
And games like this with St. Ignatius and some of the bigger Catholic League teams like tonight, Montini and Paul Prep on Friday, which is going to be an exciting game too, folks. But, just for Friday, to come out on a 15-0 run against St. Ignatius with, a Northwestern commit, which, was what we sounded like last year. But just to come out hot and living in that energy, a great atmosphere, that's what some of these games are going to be going forward. Awesome atmosphere. And just to live in the moment and figure it out really early on is going to be huge for some of these bigger games.
Right. Currently, we're halfway through the month of January, and around now is when last year's team kind of really started putting the pieces together. We built up momentum. The guys were bonding great, coming off of that Pekin Insurance Holiday Tournament win. The guys just started locking in because they knew they had really big games ahead of them. It's the same story this year. We've got huge names coming down the line. Marty, you just said it. Friday night, we play, DePaul College Prep here at home, but right now we've got to focus on the Broncos from Montini Catholic. This is a big game when you look at it. We're coming off a 31-point win against the St. Ignatius Wolfpack last Friday night, and then we play again at St. Ignatius the next morning at 10:30 a.m. for the after the game shootout, and we take down Plainfield East by 41 points, 81 to 40. These are two huge wins. I know Plainfield East might not have the same record as St. Ignatius does, but beating a team by 41 points, you got to take that into account as a positive thing for your team. Moving forward, though, we're not going to blow out every team, right? We know that. We know we are going to be in some really tough situations. Tonight might just be one of them.
Looking at tonight and even Friday night too, these are going to be two teams with excellent defenses.
Yes.
Montini, you're going to see tonight, folks, runs a very unique 1-3-1. All five of the guys, very quick hustle every single possession. They're going to be in it all four quarters. And then even Friday night, DePaul Prep, they keep every single game they play in, to under probably a total of 100 points between both teams. So that's going to be another defensive opponent that we got to look towards. But, it starts tonight with figuring out what works against these tougher defenses. And when I say tougher, I'm talking about physical, nonstop, just bang, bang, bang type of defenses.
Yeah. There's a lot of storylines going on here. Dylan Fulbright, number 4, will not start for the Caravan tonight. He's dealing with a knee injury right now. Hopefully, he'll be ready to go for Friday night against the Rams from DePaul College Prep. Another storyline, though, how are the Caravan going to bounce back from these two dominant wins over St. Ignatius and Plainfield East? The story will tell itself tonight when these guys take on Montini in just about 5 minutes.
Mount Carmel Convocation Center for tonight's Chicago Catholic League matchup between the Montini Catholic Broncos and your Mount Carmel Caravan.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to, please rise. And gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor the USA. First with the pregame prayer, followed by our national anthem.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on this game we are about to play. We ask that you, Father, bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us throughout this game. Amen. Our Lady of Mount Carmel.
Thank you. Now for our national anthem. Thank you. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting Montini Catholic Broncos. First, the senior forward, number 2, Drew Church. Next, the senior guard, number 3, Dylan Backley. Next, the 6-foot junior forward, number 4, Robert Sanson. Next, the 5'11" senior guard, number 13, Jack Barrett. And finally, the junior guard, number 40, Colt Ashton. The assistant coaches are DeAndre McCamey and Julian Ware, and the head coach for the Broncos, Adam Tamong. And now, get on your feet for the starting lineups for your Mount Carmel Caravan. First, the 6'2" junior point guard, number 2, Noah Mister. Next, the 6'3" senior shooting guard, number 3, Grant Best. Next, the 6'3" senior shooting guard, number 5, Cameron Thomas. Next, the 5'10" senior shooting guard, number 11, Kyle Chevalier. And finally, the 6'6" senior small forward, number 44, Keith Jenkins. The manager is Matt Malloy. The assistant coach is Luke Norica. And the head coach of your Caravan, athletic director, Bill Seagroves.
Well, all right, Marty. We are back at the main gym. It's kind of been a hot minute since, we've been back up here on the track. So, glad to be back. Last home game we had was against Eisenhower, and then the guys were on the road for, a couple of games there, a long stretch. But, it's nice to be back on the floor. You'll notice Kyle Chevalier is going to be stepping in for Dylan Fulbright still dealing with that injury. Caravan will lose the tip. Montini, they've got the first offensive possession of the game.
Yeah, Matt, we're going to see from Montini's offense is kind of what I like to call a balanced offensive threat. You'll see a mix of screen motion. Number 40, Cole Ashton will be used on the block.
Let's see what the Caravan can do here, though. First time with the ball. Down low, Grant Best for 2. He's got it.
There we go. That's going to be a great way, Matt, to attack the 1-3-1 is make sure it never shows up. Just use the fast break. That's what we have been pretty good with in the past.
Right. You might see, a lot of guys scoring down low there, trying to take advantage of the fact that Montini only has one defender really guarding the baseline. Mr. Big pass. There's Kyle Chevalier. Like I said, down low at the baseline. They're just going to keep attacking that.
Yeah, that 1-3-1's not even going to show up.
Yep. Broncos still trying to score here. Caravan off to a quick start, though. Pretty similar to what we saw this past weekend. The 3, no good there. Caravan have got it going the other way. Best on the left wing. Picks up his dribble. Finds Thomas. Back to Best. They'll keep exchanging. Thomas for 3. Shot no good off of the back of the rim. Thomas gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Mister for 3. Shot no good, just a little short. Blow the whistle there. So a couple shots just not falling. And nothing you can do about that but just keep shooting. Still up 4-0 though. So attacking this 1-3-1 is going to be a big key of the game.
And Coach Seagrove's going with the man-to-man defense like he always likes to start off with. Might pull out his zone, start the second quarter.
Right.
But the tight defense always seems to work. I mean, look at that. You get results like that there. Loose balls.
Yeah, man-to-man. We like to start off aggressive. There's kind of an elbow fadeaway. Shot no good. Caravan have got it now. Best on the left wing. He'll pull up for 3. In traffic, shot no good. Montini with the rebound. Jack Barrett there going to pick it up. Finds Dylan Bagley, who's missed a couple shots so far. Trying to get one on the board here, though, for the Broncos. Guarded by Thomas. Set up some screens. And Marty, I think these screens are kind of working here for Montini. They're getting Jenkins out to the arc. That's exactly what they want to do. If they can get Keith out of the paint, really kind of out of his environment, then they're going to try to attack the basket. That shot there, though, no good. Jenkins will kick it back out to Best for the Caravan. He'll kick it back out to Thomas. He doesn't have a shot there. Going to be turned over. Fast break for Montini. Just a great pass, maybe, Marty, and just up in the air. But that's number 2, Drew Church, the 6'3" guard there for the Broncos, getting things started.
Yeah, him and number 4, Robert Sanson, are going to be 2 of the highly shooters for the Montini Broncos tonight.
Thomas with the pump fake, but there's no shot followed after. And then Mister misses one there. Marty, it's funny to think, right? Everybody thought that Caravan and the Wolfpack, it was going to be a tight game. Things were going to start off very aggressive. And, we won at 15-0. 15-point run to start the game. And look at things here. It's 4-2. It just kind of shows, right? There you go. The Broncos take the lead, which is something the Wolfpack were not able to do last Friday night. Just trying to draw parallels, and try to make comparisons between different teams in the Catholic League. Thomas will put one there down low at the baseline. They take the lead back 6-5 for MC.
A great putback there by Cam. Him and Grant, they're the 2 guys that like to do that a lot, and it's what keeps us rolling with putting points on the board.
That 3 just thrown up there right away. There you go. That's another one there. Number 4, Robert Sanson. One of the shorter ones on their starting 5, but he is definitely one of their better shooters. Mister knocks down a 3, first one of the game, and it's got to feel nice to put that one in. They take their lead back yet again.
And again, talking about attacking that 1-3-1, if you can keep the ball outside of the arc, 3-point shots are going to open up.
Let's see here. Try to get the ball down low. That's number 40, Colt Ashton. See, he's an aggressive guy on defense, but on offense, Montini really looks to go for their guards. Here's the Caravan on O. Nice little layup for Mister. So back-to-back possessions there. We've got a Noah Mister 3 and 2-pointer. We'll head into a timeout that is called by Montini. Score right now is 11-8. All right, Marty, fight night. Everybody's talking about it already. This is kind of convenient that we had a home game today, but January 14th, today at our lunch periods, guys were able to sign up for fight night. This was the first day to do so, so they were out there talking to Rocco during lunch. Fight night isn't for a while, Saturday, April 26th, but these guys have got to sign up pretty early. They got to, get into training, get fit for, a pretty big day.
And if you can't make it, folks, we will be broadcasting Fight Night here on the Caravan Broadcast Network.
Absolutely. We'll bring you back from that timeout called by Montini. Caravan are up by 3 points right now, 11-8. So the closest a game has been for MC, kind of in the past week, I'd say. At some point, though, you got to wonder which team's going to kind of start pulling away, or will this one remain close for quite some time?
Yeah,
the Broncos trying to change that right now.
Take notice for the Broncos, the five they got out there. Usually they have number 40, Colt Ashton, or number 22, Angelo DeSantis. Out there is that kind of big, tall guy as the man in the middle, but they're not going to roll with that here. Right. Kind of maybe using more ball movement to attack the man-to-man defense, and it might have worked there.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's another 3 for Robert Sanson. Marty, like I said, they go for the guards. I know you saw that in film. You told me their guards are the way they go on offense. Let's see what Best can do here for the Caravan. Offensive rebound by Kyle Chevalier. Will stay here after a foul is called on the Broncos. Yeah, Marty, they're going to try to use those big guys on offense to just kind of facilitate. If they have an open look, they're going to give them it, obviously, but really it's guys like Robert Sanson. They're looking to get some shots on, get some shots up beyond the arc, because right now, tie ball game, 11-11. Most of their points for the Broncos have come from their shorter guards. Caravan will inbound it here.
See, Coach Seagrove's got Keith flashing in the middle as a way to attack the defense. Oh, and a missed rebound opportunity there for both Grant and Keith, who are our 2 leading rebounders on the team.
Definitely, yeah.
You talk about rebounding, Matt. Grant had 11 rebounds on Friday against St. Ignatius and 10 against Plainfield East. Picked them up a pair of double-doubles on the weekend. So he's our hustle player that we can rely on to get physical down low.
Mister throws up one there. It won't go. Thomas's put
Great
back.
Play.
Good. They're going to count the basket, and he will head to the line.
That's the second putback of the night there, Matt.
All right, Thomas at the line here. The and one is good. So a lead of now 3 points. This one might be back and forth the entire first quarter here. We've got 2 minutes left to play.
See how the Caravan defense can shut down number 4, Robert Sanson. He's really the biggest threat right now on the Bronco offense.
There we go. They get down low, an open look for number 11, Jake Maquette, but that'll be the first foul called against the Caravan. Marty, I've been waiting to talk about it, but foul-wise for MC, we can be an aggressive team at times. I'd say in every single big game we've played, we've always got a couple of guys getting into foul trouble. Keith Jenkins had 4 fouls in the second quarter last Friday night. Big game, big atmosphere. It's going to be an aggressive one, so you kind of have to watch yourself, especially in the first half. You might be able to let loose a little when it's third, fourth quarter, but right now conserving your energy and not trying to reach too much can definitely be a positive outcome for your team. So Keith's got 1 personal, first one for the team as well. A minute 45 remaining in the first, score now 14-12 after that free throw from Montini. Mister on the right wing, they're just trying to move the ball, and this is the hardest thing to do against the 1-3-1 defense, is to actually get something going right off the wings. Thomas, corner 3. Shot comes up a little short. Montini with the rebound.
That's a good rebound from Montini. Haven't seen a solid rebound and immediately get a fast break going.
That fast break turns into something right here. A shot opportunity for Drew Church. It won't go. Offensive rebound. The putback is good by Maquette.
Look at that, talking about putbacks. Montini's got one of them now tonight.
Back on the other side, the Caravan trying to get a lead to finish off this first quarter. Great layup by Thomas.
Looked like Noah was kind of just sick of waiting.
Yeah.
He literally split 2 defenders and found a bounce pass. Great play by him, great assist.
Definitely. Lead these guys out here. The Broncos trying to get off a shot that could potentially lead after one. That one stolen by Thomas, a one-on-one situation. He'll go up for it and gets the layup. Back-to-back possessions, Cameron Thomas will score. 18-14 now. The Broncos just trying to stay within that reach. 17 seconds to make something happen. Down low, that's just a great pass. Great pass there. They attack that man-to-man, man-to-man defense the Caravan had. Mister now coming the other way. They'll blow the whistle. So this will be it to end off the first. Marty, not what I was expecting, I'd say personally. I thought the Caravan might pull away a little bit, but I guess that just kind of, goes to show what can happen coming off of 2 pretty big wins. You got to lock in again when, you're in a very competitive game, competitive first quarter, if you will. So.
You know what I think it's coming down to is Montini's just not slowing down. They're getting a lot of shot opportunities, and I mean they weren't going in early on, and we've seen that in previous games with Montini. But I mean they just didn't stop, and once they started to click, I mean Robert Sanson, number 4, it was just 3 after 3 after 3. They got a little momentum, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, momentum for both teams, honestly, because the Caravan just took a lead after it being, back and forth. They've got, a 4-point lead, and Montini, they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now. They're a above 500 team for sure, but only by a few games. They're going up against the Caravan, who have a lot riding for their season right now. So this is going pretty well for both teams, I'd say. Right now, score 20-16. We are heading into the second quarter. All right. Forgot about that, Marty. All right. Grant Best on the right wing. We'll go back to Mister. Like I said, Marty, this is the hardest thing about the 1-3-1 is trying to find opportunities. Ball movement is not as easy when you've got those guys constantly at the wing trying to intercept the passes from the point guard up top. So Montini, that's just a great, force. They get a shot off. It's not going to go, but they get the putback. No, Grant Best with the rebound. We'll have it going the other way. Marty, honestly, watching film, the first thing that, I saw from Montini was that they run a 1-3-1. We've gone up against it a few times this season, but I was thinking back, I'm like, Montini is probably the best team so far that has run this defense. So it's good though. We're learning how to play against it. It's working for us right now. We've got a 4-point lead, trying to extend it right here.
Yeah, Coach Sears, he's got a plan. You can see it. Keith Jenkins is trying to flash towards the middle.
Yeah, they're just constantly trying to move him around. Grant Best in the corner. We'll head down the baseline back to Keith Jenkins. Now there's no Mister. They'll reset at the top of the key.
This is another result, Matt, of the 1-3-1 is you'll get longer possessions on offense.
Right.
But hey, if a team like Mount Carmel, we can find it despite the longevity of the possession.
That's true. You know, I'd say a lot of those games where he keeps it in bounds. That's a great job by number 5, Maxwell Bell for Montini. But yeah, Marty, you know, longer possessions mean it's going to be harder to get a lead quicker, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
It's going to be much harder. You know, you only have so many opportunities to put the ball in the hoop. You got to take advantage of every single one, including this one right now. Keith Jenkins down the lane. He's got some momentum going in it, too. Kyle Chevalier with an incredible putback. Pretty much got pushed to the ground by his defender, but doesn't matter. He made the basket. It'll count. 24-16. Second quarter just getting started.
And hey, that was another putback for the Caravan. So,
right, we tend to like those. There's a 3 there for Montini. Number 13 sinks it. Jack Barrett, starter for them as well.
Matt, I got to point it out. Number 5, Maxwell Bell for the Montini Broncos. We saw it in previous games. He was a starter for, I think, almost all the games we saw. Oh, almost. He does look like he's got some KT tape, I think, on his right leg. So maybe that, you know, he's a little injured. Not sure, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, he healthy enough to play, though. So he's making an effect already. Montini's starters came out, you know, doing a great job right now. There's another corner 3, a little long. But, Marty, back to that alley-oop. You know, what I'll say with that is whenever I see the Caravan try to go for a flashy play, if you will, like that, they're trying to send a message, I'd say.
Yeah.
They're trying to get something going. Because if we would have made that alley-oop right there, complete momentum shifter. Absolutely changes the next minute or so in the game. We miss it, though. Montini comes back. They miss a shot as well. Christian Clark checked into the game. That one in and out for Cam Thomas. Not something we usually see, but you know what? I like it. You got to switch it up sometimes. Christian Clark, number 23, the junior, checking in. Just talked about it. We'll see what he can do on defense here. Garden down low. Still looks like we're in man-to-man, but that play will be cut short. Another guy we've got coming in right now, number 30, Logan Wessel. Sophomore, just getting experience, honestly, I'd say. You know, he's made a couple threes, made a couple big steals, you know, on defense. So the sky's the limit for this guy. One of our younger ones. Marty, I know you kind of like to point out similarities to other lengthy players we've had at Carmel, and he's just trying to fit that role. Montini trying to break 20. Caravan did that a couple moments ago. Maxwell Bell will hit Barrett. Barrett's 3, no good. Rebound by Clark, though. Clark will hit Mister, and we're running down court. Back out. Best for 3. Shot no good. Thomas tries to go up for it. Just loses it. Had it in his fingertips, but ball gets tipped out of bounds. Now Montini with another chance, though.
Now, Matt, I like that. I mean, I don't think Noah's trying to do this, but it's almost like grade school basketball. Just drive to the hoop. Oh, shoot, I can't get in all the way for a layup. Let me pass it out to Grant Betts for a three-pointer. Like, it's tough to face this defense, and sometimes that's the best you'll get.
It's very tough to face this defense. I mean, you just saw it right there, Marty. We were able to stay We were able to stay composed, and then, you know, came back down the other way. Now Noah Mister back at the line. Marty, by far, I don't even think I have to give this, you know, the actual number, but Noah is at the free throw line more than anybody on the team. He gets fouled more than anybody on the team. You know, a solid percentage from the line. You know, won't mention it. Don't want to give him my announcer's jinx, but knocks down the first one. Let's see what he can do with the second. And honestly, momentum right now is heading in the Caravan's direction. 26-19, a 7-point lead. You got to think at the start of the second quarter, it was much closer. So we're doing the right things. We're doing the small things that are very important in a game like this with long possessions. They try to go for the corner. That's a steal by Cam Thomas. He's got to hold on to it, though. He does. Throws it down to Noah Mister. Gets caught up in some traffic. They'll just try to slow things down. Finds Thomas on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Best on the left. Down low, Logan Wessel makes some space. Kicks it back out to Mister. at the top of the key. Thomas will take a mid-range shot, knocks it down. You gotta love those shots, man. You know, they come out kind of flat, not much arc, but man, he knocks them down. 28-19, big lead for the Caravan right now. Folks, we've got a new issue for our satirical publication, The Merchant. It was released a few weeks ago, so please go check that out. You can take out your phone right now, put it up on this QR code. It'll send you right to our website.
Caravan fans, the Night of Champions 2025 will be taking place this Saturday, January 18th at Bourbon Street. We got some great names that we're honoring. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah, our very own head coach Phil Segros will be honored to 2 days from, not 2 days from now, this upcoming Saturday. So, tickets are out right now if you want to go see a lot of very important, historic, I'd say, Mount Carmel people. It's going to be a great night. So, go purchase your tickets now. There's a shot from Sanson. Goes for the three, made a couple in the first quarter, but not much production from him in the second. Thomas on the left wing. They're trying to break through this first wall of defense for Montini. Grant Best in the corner. Now Clark in the middle. You got to be careful there. He's just surrounded by what seems like all 5 defenders. Mister for three.
Ooh,
that one
tipped.
Tipped.
There
Thomas with the putback. So ends up in the favor of MC. First team to break 20 and 30 points tonight. Starting to pull away a little bit more.
I think that's Cam's third putback of the night.
Yeah.
Seems to rack him up in some of the recent games we've had.
Yeah, Charlie Wingate had a layup Friday night, went a little long off of the glass, and Thomas was just right there to slam it down with the dunk. So
good steal.
Great steal by Grant Best. Leads the team in steals too, and you know what? He leads the team in doing that. Converting defensive wins to offensive wins. Gets a steal and a bucket, makes it 32-19.
That's not a good shot there, Matt. I don't know.
I think they're kind of just throwing up anything at this point, because you got to remember, a few minutes ago, this was a 4-point game, and now the Caravan are extending their lead. Nice offensive rebound. Great hustle by Grant Best. Ends up for a mid-range shot by Thomas. They will count it. Now the Broncos have got 3 fouls in this quarter. Probably won't affect them too much here with only a minute and a half to go. Kyle Chevalier will check back into the game. Grant Best going to take a seat. Overall, second quarter, we've won that battle for sure. We're starting to pull away a little bit more. Thomas has a chance to extend our lead even further at the free throw line right now.
Matt, I got to say, as Cam shoots his free throw, I mean, I don't know if you think Grant gets credited for that rebound, because it was like a tip and a pass. I mean, but just thinking like he did that much work and he might not even get it on the stat sheet.
Right. Yeah. No, but still a great hustle play, from both guys. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if they count that. We'll look back at it. Mr. Thomas, they've got just over a minute. Broncos broke 20 there. 35-21 is your score. Clark down low, hands it off to Thomas. The handoff does not convert for a layup. The Broncos have it coming back down to this other end. Sanson, guarded by Mister, loses the ball up in the air. Gonna blow the whistle. That's a foul on Noah Mister.
I thought that was a shooting foul, but
I'm not sure, yeah. I think they'll call it on the ground. So that's Mister's first personal, which, hey, with roughly 45 seconds to go here, you can take that. Sanson, corner three, shot. Comes up not on target, but the putback there. What a great job by number 22, Angelo DeCensi. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Caravan just trying to get anything going right now.
Now, man, if I'm gonna have to guess, the reason Christian Clark is in is probably because he did a really good job running this play. I mean, this isn't really a play, but this sort of attack. I mean, it's not really, you're not really seeing much here, but kind of that guy to flash in the middle in the 1-3-1.
Right.
The board.
Caravan burn off a lot of time. Thomas's 3 is no good. Chevalier's mid-range is no good as well. I like what you were saying, though, Marty. You know, Christian Clark getting thrown in there for a specific reason. We'll come back to you in a few moments. We'll bring it back up to the track right now, though. Overall, 35-23, can't complain,
Yeah.
right? It was a close one there at the end of the first quarter. But, Marty, I think the story here is we're coming off of a great weekend. Friday night was great. Saturday morning was maybe even better, right? Just team morale.
Yeah.
And now that first quarter, get your heart pumping a little bit, get your heart pumping because it's like, all right, 14-14. We know we're better than this. We know we can pull away with a lead. We eventually did. Now we just got to maintain that for another 16 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, and it started with just valuing every possession early on, and then once those steals start to develop, fast breaks, quick points. I mean, we're already starting to roll. I think it's only going to get better in the second half. So.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll be back in about 9 minutes, folks, so take a break. But, right now, Caravan are up with a big lead.
Scoreboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, back from halftime. Score right now, 35-23. All right. Broncos will start off with the ball. Sanson gonna just throw up a three, sinks one. That's
Whoa.
a great way to start off the third quarter and second half.
His fourth three-pointer of the game. He had 9 points on the first half. That makes it 12. All three-pointers for him. Look at that. Cam Thomas comes right back with one.
That's a great, great, push and shove, I'd say, right? You gotta give some, you gotta take some. So 3 points on both sides to start off the second half. We might see both teams get a little more productive now offensively that we're a little farther in. That shot, good again. That one knocked down by Colt Ashton. Usually does most of his dirty work on the defensive side of the ball, but we'll put up a layup there to make it 38-28.
Oh, bad pass there from Grant.
Broncos will take over, take advantage of that pass. Well, not much there, but we'll stay down at this end. A 10-point lead, a minute into this third quarter. Caravan have got to be careful here with what they do on offense. Also, defense, too. They just got to keep applying pressure. Pass down low to Ashton. Colt gonna throw up something. Thomas comes down hard with it. Mister on the left wing. He'll head to the hoop for the Caravan. A great left-hand layup, but it won't go. Almost had it there. That's just basketball IQ. Was about to go up with his right, switched to his left when he saw the defender coming down. So that'll be the first foul against the Broncos this quarter.
But yeah, I'm liking, Noah's been doing this all year, and it's kind of different from the role he had last year. Last year, we talked about it a few times. He was more of the point guard, three-point shooter. Now he's the point guard, attack the hoop type of guy.
Yeah.
And it's working well against teams with tougher defenses where we get to control the game ourselves and attack the hoop without letting the tough defense get to us.
Yeah, Noah's got a lot more tricks up his sleeve. He's got a lot more plays in his bag now than he did last year. I think last year a lot of people just looked at him to knock down a pretty big three. Talking about big threes, there's number 13, Jack Barrett for the Broncos. But now this season, Noah has definitely expanded what he can do offensively. And Marty, that might come from a lot of seniors, moving on to the next level. That might come from just kind of a new style of play maybe he found over the summer, just growing as a player. But all things considered, he has just become a better player because of it. Grant Best puts up a layup there, makes it 42-31.
Another good use of the fast break there.
Montini now trying to get a three, it looks like. Down low, that one tipped away. Now a fast break for MC. Gonna be slowed down though. Pull up three for Thomas, won't go. Mister gets the rebound. Mid-range shot, no good either. Jenkins with the putback. That one won't drop too. There's a lid on the rim, Mart. Broncos have it going the other way. Here, Coach Norsha yelling out from the Caravan bench in the shoot. You gotta be attentive on defense here. They play a stop. We'll see Maxwell Bell come in here for Montini. Dylan Bagley will come out.
All right, this is the starting lineup that Montini is used to.
That one tipped away again, but they get it back. Nice job. That's Barrett there who just, ripped it out of the Caravan's hands. Going back down the other way, though, offensively for the brown and white. Coach Seagrove's calling out something. Chevalier down low. Layup goes a little too far.
Oh.
Whistle's blown before that shot. And that'll be an offensive foul against MC, it looks like.
Over the back foul on Keith. That's a tough foul. It looked like the rebound was right there in his hands. Look, we got Noah pressing up on the court. What happened here?
Not sure. There might be a problem with the scoreboard. So Keith.
Is that technical on the coach, I think? I can hear some parents booing.
Oh. I honestly, I was So I was paying attention to the scoreboard, looking to see how many fouls Keith had. So that is a technical against Montini. They're going to talk it over, but no, Mister at the line misses the first. Marty, sometimes you just get some opportunities like that in the game. And I know it adds points on the scoreboard, but fouls like that, they do a whole lot more than just, getting 1 or 2 points. That's momentum right there. You feel kind of defeated when you get a tech called against you when you're down 10. 43-31, Caravan trying to extend their lead after Noah Mister knocks down 1 free throw from that technical foul. Thomas on the left wing, pump fake, mid-range shot down low at the baseline. It won't go. Chevalier with the offensive rebound. Back out to Best. They'll reset here. Driving to the hoop, puts it up. Nice layup from number 3. Marty, Grant had 4 points after the first half. Now he's just rolling. He's on a hot streak.
Hey, he looked a little bit like Noah there, splitting 2 defenders and just attacking. No hesitation.
Broncos now on the left wing gets Sanson. Back to Bell. 3-pointer, no good. Everybody's fighting for it. Jenkins gets the rebound. Chevalier back to Mister. Now on the left wing, pull up 3. Gotta love it. Gotta love it from 2. 3 points from Mister makes it 48 now for the Caravan. A timeout called by Montini. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to catch up on what's been going on around here at Mount Carmel High School, get your phone out and use this QR code. It'll send you over to The Caravan, the official student-produced news publication of our school. You can catch up on news, sports, opinion, and feature stories about our community.
Folks, we got some great pieces of work there we have three of our members from the media group working on the newspaper. We got Matt Malloy himself, James McCormick, our producer, Leonard Siegel, another one of our producers. They put up some great stories there. Be sure to take a look.
Absolutely. All right, folks, back from that timeout. Marty, I got to point it out. Jim's a little quiet tonight.
Yeah.
And, the gym was very loud last Friday night. Here's a big steal from Noah Mister. Gets the layup as well. Marty, like I said, defensive wins create offensive wins for guys like Noah and Grant and Cam. They are able to get a steal, and then immediately they have their eyes set on the basket like a hawk. There's Noah again trying to get another steal. Maxwell Bell says no. But, Marty, this gym's a little quiet. Shot there from Montini's not going to go. Rebound by Grant Best. This gym is going to be packed Friday night, though. Hopefully the Caravan can get out of this one with a win. It'll extend their record to 16-2. Only 2 losses on the season to Fenwick and Morton. We're already looking forward to this huge game Friday night. Right now, though, we got to focus on this 19-point lead we have over the Broncos.
Just great ball movement there. I mean, Kyle Chevalier made a good bounce pass. Keith Jenkins doing what he does as the big man of the team. Always get some good free throws here.
Yeah, Keith doesn't, head to the line that often. I wouldn't say he's fouled on offense as much as our guards, but these are key points right here that would keep us with a pretty big lead at the end of the third quarter. Misses both though. Grant Best with the rebound, puts it up. He's on a roll. He's on a roll. As soon as he makes the bucket, Christos Demas already heading to the table to check in. So the Caravan are at that point where we're going to see some backups get in now. And hopefully they can put up some points too. But Marty, Grant only had 4 points at the end of the first half. Got to reiterate that, right? Knocks the ball out of the hands from Maxwell Bell. Throws it up to Thomas. Just missed it, but Grant was right there behind him. I think Thomas might be laughing that one off a little.
A technical? No.
A technical foul called again.
Maybe because he
I don't know.
hung on the rim.
I don't really think he hung on it, though. I mean, he was up there for a second or two. Is it a foul for
I mean,
dunking? I don't know.
you know what? We're winning. Let's just
Yeah,
not
I
even
don't know.
bother.
I think Grant and Cam just gonna shake that one off.
I mean, let's just talk about the fact that Grant and Cam both crossed the half-court line. You could see it in their eyes. They knew what they were going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, giving me flashbacks to what we did with Angelo and Grant all the time last year. I mean, they had that chemistry, too, where they knew exactly when they were going to do an alley-oop.
Yeah. Gosh, I remember, a few years ago, the Shervino brothers would go up and do that sometimes. Anthony would throw it up to Angelo, and the chemistry there was insane. So, yeah, the chemistry on this team, though, definitely between Grant and Cam. Like you said, Marty, you could tell what they had their eyes set on. Didn't really end out, the way they wanted it to. That's 2 technical fouls this game, 1 on each team. And now it's Montini with a lid on their rim. Coming back down, the Caravan. Mister throws up a crazy shot. Not going to go. He falls to the ground. So that'll be another foul against Montini.
Yeah, I got to point it out, Matt. It was a questionable no call on that possible shooting foul down there for Maxwell Bell. But, I mean, Caravan take advantage. Fast break down. You got some no Mr. Free throws coming up.
Yep. Thanks the first, 55-33. You gotta appreciate this, Marty. It's not easy. You gotta look back, folks. If you're just kind of checking into this game right now or recently, at one point this game was tied 14-14 in the first quarter. Now we've got a well over 20-point lead. Our defense is stepping up. We're taking advantage of missed passes the Broncos might have, and then on offense. Now we're kind of reaching deeper and deeper into some of the plays we've got. As for Montini, though, trying to get back into this one. Barrett finds Church. Church's three-pointer won't go. Thomas going back down. Just kind of take things slow here. Reset maybe. You see Christos looking for it.
Oh!
There's Grant. It doesn't go, though. It was a close one. That's a big pass by Cameron Thomas.
What do we got here? Oh, they're saying Christos stepped out on that rebound.
Called by the side ref there, so we'll come back down now. Really not going to change much. Just we'll reset the game here with about a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Sansom had 9 points at the end of the first half. Still looking to keep that streak going, though. Throws up a wild shot. Maybe not the smartest one in that moment. Mister now coming back down. Crunch time. You got to do anything you can here to put the ball in the hoop. All right. Shot is called off. Best made it, but we'll stay at 56. Yeah, Marty, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that there's been 8 fouls this quarter, one of them being a technical, but the gym is just kind of dead right now. There hasn't been much flow.
Oh, wait. So these are going to be bonus free throws here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Montini. So first bonus we've seen all game. They reach 5 fouls, come out of the gate, a little aggressive there to start the second half. Caravan have 2, though. I mean, 3 fouls, right? I like, Keith we'll look back at it again. I know I've already said it, but he had 4 fouls in the second quarter against St. Ignatius. He fixed that Saturday against Plainfield East, and then he's doing even better with it right now.
See Coach Sugo subbed in number 10, George Gray. Kind of slowly taking the starters out, and I don't want to call them our 2s. I'd say just more of our supporting cast, getting them in the game.
Right. I like the way we worded that for our pregame show. It's like we've got our scorers. We know who they are, but we've got an incredible supporting cast. We've got these guys that can step in at any moment. If we're playing away at Ignatius or home versus, another crazy Catholic League team, they'll be able to step in and do a good job. Heading into the fourth quarter, though, we've got some guys that might check in as well for MC. Grant Best makes that one. He's got an opportunity to get 60 points here for the Caravan.
There we go.
So almost a 30-point lead. It was very close to start, though. Caravan are just trying to keep rolling on. And, you know, over here on defense, George Gray, like you said, Marty is in. Picks up a steal there.
There we go.
Stalemate for the ball. Caravan have it. Mister on the right wing. Big three.
Bam.
Sinks it. Maybe a little hesitation, but he was honestly just looking for if there was anybody running down the middle, running down the lane. Once he saw that, you know, he was kind of open there, took the shot, didn't look back. All right, 63-33 is your score at the end of the third quarter. Folks, when we come back, the Caravan just going to try to close this home game out with a win. All right, back from that break. Start of the fourth and final quarter. 30-point lead heading into it for the Caravan. Mister just trying to start off hot, and
there we
he
go
does.
again.
My dad talked about it, but this is kind of how he started his season last year. Just 3, 3, 3, logo 3, you know. And it's nice to see that he can still do that while at the same time he can drive to the hoop and get a nice layup. A turnover. Yeah, they'll count that shot. Grant was just trying to keep it in bounds. Colt Ashton picks up the ball, though, puts it in the hoop for Montini.
Got to point it out, Matt. Coach Adam DeMong for Montini Broncos is getting a little loud there. I mean, he still wants it. It's a 30-point game.
Yeah,
Still
absolutely.
into it.
I mean, they can easily, you know, get this down to 10 maybe within the next, you know, few minutes. I mean, it's going to take a lot, but if they can play like they did in the first quarter, there's no, you know, nothing stopping them from a comeback maybe. Yeah, Marty, I'll have to go rewatch that, but a technical foul was called on the bench there for Montini. I'm not sure if it was called on, you know, head coach Adam DeMong. We're going to have to get that full story after the game. Noah Mister misses that three. Still fighting for it. No jump ball. Jack Barrett has it for the Broncos. Now they're trying to facilitate something.
Yeah, that's a foul there.
Foul against Grant Best. That's his first personal. Marty, I got to say, that's something I love about Grant's game. Captain of the team. He's pretty much playing the entire time. And you're telling me a minute and a half into the fourth quarter is when he fouls for the first time. It just shows that, yeah, he's aggressive. He's scoring a lot. He's playing great on defense with all these steals. But he's smart enough to not reach too far, you know? Fourth quarter, a little more aggressive, understandable. But, man, I just love that part about his game.
Yeah, we're in the running clock phase here, Matt. We're not really sure how that officially works. Is it's only a 27-point game now?
Yeah, I believe it's different for tournaments and such, but I know the fourth quarter is when it rolls around. We had that against St. Ignatius on Friday, but during the third quarter we had stops and all. So I believe it comes into play in the fourth. They try to go into Logan Wessel. Holds onto it. Chevalier back out to Gray. Mister on the right wing finds Best. You know, they're trying to chew clock, but at the same time, you know, they want to get a bucket just like that.
Yeah, man. If I'm Coach Seegers, I think it's time to take the starters out now. We got a running clock. Can't risk any of these guys getting any sort of injury for Friday night's game.
That'd be a nightmare for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be a nightmare. I mean, look, Dylan is wearing his sweater on the bench right now, so depending on what happens over the the course of the next couple of days, we might not have him for Friday. We don't know yet, obviously, but we don't want anybody else to be hurt. We know that for sure. So.
Well, here we got number 20, Charlie Wingate checking in.
Luke Seagrove's there, 33, also waiting patiently. Let's see if we can get Charlie a bucket. For a while there, he had 100% three-point percentage. Yeah, made, I think it was 2 threes, and then on his third or fourth one, he missed it by a little bit. But
Hey,
talk
Grant.
about threes. There's Grant there, breaks that 70-point mark, makes it 71 to 39.
Caravan got a shot to make it 80 points, put on the board 3 games in a row.
Not many times we do that, but for some odd reason, things are clicking. Things are clicking. They have been over the past week or so. Grant Best, nice layup.
Hey, and if there's a time where we need points on the board, it's about now with the Paul Prep on Friday. I know that state championship game, it felt like a struggle just to get momentum and get points up. But if we can get it going now, then who knows? Maybe we can carry it on over.
Yeah, there's Maxwell Bell with a nice elbow shot, mid-ranger, 73-41. Marty, I think looking back on the state championship, obviously I've watched that a lot. I've watched that game a lot because of how important it is, but we kind of lost that game in the first couple of minutes. DePaul is so good at holding onto the ball, getting through. There's Kyle Chevalier with a nice shot, breaks 75. DePaul Prep, they're so good at, breaking your defense down while at the same time holding onto the ball while they have it on offense. They're just kind of dominant in a lot of aspects of the game. And, I know we were able to counterattack that last March very well when we were down at U of I. But, yeah, we kind of lost the game and early on. So hopefully that doesn't happen Friday.
And you got to remember, we're going to have a home court atmosphere. It's going to be a packed gym.
Yeah, Mount Carmel High School is a lot different than, U of I. So it's going to be different. Yeah, I know last year we played DePaul at their own house. So it'll be a different feel this year for sure.
And as much as we want to have high intensity for every game, we talked about it a little before the game. This Caravan team seems to really energize off of great atmospheres. I mean, we saw it on Friday night against St. Ignatius. That was a packed crowd. And, boy, did we get rolling, 15-0 run to start.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a student watching this right now, you better be in that student section. Not only because it's going to be a good time, but because the team could really use you. I think when guys like Cam, Grant, Noah, when they look out there, they see a packed student section, that's all the motivation they need to go out there and drop 25 points. I mean, Cam had 29 points against St. Ignatius. A lot of them came in the first half. Montini could be one of their last possessions here, trying to make something happen. Maxwell Bell. One stolen by George Gray.
Dunk that.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh.
George Gray, unbelievable. What just happened? I did not expect that from number 10, but you know what? He did it over the weekend, so jeez.
That was a tomahawk dunk.
Put that on slow share. Are you kidding me? Whew. He must have been practicing that one. You look at Puma on the bench. I mean, he is shocked. He is shocked. I don't even know. Wow.
I mean, I gotta say, I mean, the previous games we've had here at home, he's been going for it.
Yeah, he had a dunk against Plainfield East that was pretty big, and he's never had anything like that, though. No. I haven't seen. I've watched their practices a little bit. I've watched, obviously, when he's in the games. I haven't seen that out of George. I don't know. That was awesome, though. Somebody clip that. I don't know.
Somebody clip.
Post it somewhere. I mean, geez, tomahawk down the lane towards the end of the game too. So Marty, we keep talking about Friday, keep talking about DePaul. That's a pretty good way to end the game for George Gray. He's going to be feeling good about himself when he's, going out there to play on Friday.
I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe that earns him a couple extra minutes for the game Friday, which could lead to even more as the season continues to go on and we enter the month of February.
Yeah, the month of February is going to be a big one. Obviously, our eyes set on Brother Rice. That one will be home as well. It'll be here, broadcasted on CBN. But right now, time winding out. Folks, thank you so much for watching today. We'll bring you back up here to the track. Folks, final score, 77-41. Caravan have yet another big one. 80-49, 81-40, and now 77-41. The Caravan are on a roll. They improved their record to 16-2. This could possibly be the biggest game of the year this upcoming Friday night against the DePaul College Prep Rams. Right now, you got to soak in not just this one, but these past 3 huge wins for the Caravan. You got to take that, hold it closely. I think the team's going to be watching a lot of film over the next couple of days. They're going to be training. Marty, what's the mindset heading into Friday?
I mean, just take every day of practice, every day of film, but keep all your mindset on DePaul Prep. I mean, this is a state championship rematch. Excuse me, folks. You have to watch it. If you can be here, get here. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And, I mean, let's get our get back. Come on, let's go.
Let's get our get back. Put that on a shirt or something. Folks, we hope you had a great time watching tonight's matchup. It's been Marty Mann and Matt Malloy. Good night, Chicago.